Hey y'all, what's up? This is Roklan. Welcome back to Roklan Reacts, where I sit here and watch comedy routines from the people that you guys suggest to me in the comments. Now, today we are going to actually be looking at the real Jizanthapus comedy routine, because thanks to Jeremy Rios, he found the link for me. It isn't video, it is just audio only, but this way I at least get to hear the jokes that Louis C.K. has to tell. And as I've been saying, Louis C.K. is pretty funny. He's getting up there as far as my opinion of who is the top comedians. He's definitely in the top 5 right now, and I'm not sure who I want to knock out of that spot to put him in there. But yeah, he's really brilliant and really funny, and thinks about things in a way that I think comedians should think about things. All right, so let's let that go. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I am going to switch over to my other screen, and here we go, Jizanthapus, finally. Here we go.
You have to belong to kid and parent culture. You have to know a lot of parents and a lot of other kids. You have to hang out with other kids. Sometimes they're not even kids you know. Like when I go to parks with my kids, I play with them. I play with my kids. Some people don't do that. They neglect they just take their kids to the parks so they don't have to talk to them, and those kids kind of glom onto our shit. Like, I'll be sitting at the park playing a fun game with my kids, and then there's this woman over in a bench, and she's got her phone, she's just staring at her phone, and her kid's like, Mommy, talk. Just leave me alone, I'm trying to cheat on your father. Stop it. And then the kid comes up to us, can I be in your family? It's creepy. One time I was at a swimming pool with my kids, a public pool, and I had my daughter, my 6-year-old, on my arm like this. She was like clamped on, and she's kicking. It was so much fun. And then she got off, and another random child just clamped on her. It's like a rat. Get off of me. But I love you. I don't know you, kid. Stop it. I think the kid's dead. I don't know. What happened? Take it. Some kids in my kids' class, I like some of those kids. Some of those kids are cool. They come over to my house, they play with I like them. Other kids I don't like, especially little boys. Little boys in my kids' class, I hate them. I hate little boys. I'm like the opposite of a pedophile. I just hate There's one kid in my daughter's class who I hate so much. And it's really fucked up, because I'm 44, and I hate a 6-year-old. I mean, I hate him with a grown-up, preoccupying hate. I've thought about him 3 times since I came out here. That's how much I really hate this kid. I'm gonna tell you about him, and I have to make up a name because he's a real child who lives in this city, so I have to make up a name in order to tell the story about him. His name is just Jizanthapus. Let's just call him Jizanthapus. Fine.
Yeah, that's a big name. All right, wait, let me stop.
He's in my daughter's class. They're in 1st grade. And when
Sorry. All right, so I thought, as I heard the name so much of what this skit is, and as much as I've been looking forward to looking at it, I had to, no, maybe that's still what he's going to describe, but I had to, like, try to piece it together, and I came up with Jiz and the Puss. So I thought it was going to be just some nasty old sex joke, but maybe he just thought of 3 things that he could just put together just to make the name, because I know, like, on movies and things, people will, like, look around the room and name 3 things, like curtain, shower cup, something, you know. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, well, anyway, let me go back. I'll go back a couple of seconds in case I missed anything.
My daughter's class, they're in 1st grade. And when we take our kids to class, there's a little procedure. You bring your kid to school, and they have their backpack and their jacket, and they... Okay. His name is just Jizanthapus. Let's just call him Jizanthapus. Fine.
Jizanthapus.
Okay. He's in my daughter's class. They're in 1st grade. And when we take our kids to class, there's a little procedure. You bring your kid to school, and they have their backpack and their jacket, and they go to their cubby, and they take it all off, and they put it in the cubby. Then they take their the homework folder and their lunchbox and put them in the bins. Those are their little responsibilities. You help them do it, so they'll blah, 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 blah. But Jizanthapus, when he comes in, he doesn't do none of that shit. He just walks in and just sheds it all. He just... And his mom, his weak piece of shit mom, picks it all up. I hate his mother. Because you hate a weak parent when you're a parent. Because it's like you're raising Hitler, motherfucker. Do your job. Get in there. If our parent group in our class were a platoon of soldiers, she'd be the one that we'd put soap bars and socks and we'd frag that bitch in her sleep. She would wash right the fuck out. She wouldn't make it. When Jizanthapus drops his shit, this bitch picks it up. She doesn't, she just goes, oh, Jizanthapus. He does like you, I'm just doing it for you. I'll get it though, and then I'll put it all in the bins for him. And she puts it all away for him, which frees him up to punch other kids in the face. Because he's a shitty, horrible, violent child.
Hey, so shitty to me.
One time I was at school, and I was volunteering at recess. It's something that you do, you know, if you're a good parent, about once a month or whatever it is, you go to school, and you just stand there, you watch recess, you masturbate, whatever you want to do. That is now the worst thing. That's the worst thing now. Now that's the worst thing I ever said. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll find it.
This man is a creep. I guess he looks like it, too, so that makes it even... You're like somebody with a vein.
You could. It's a public school. Nobody would even give a shit. But I haven't thus far. Hasn't gotten that bad.
Yeah, thus far.
Anyway, I'm watching Recess, and Recess is a trip. If you've never been to Recess, it's intense because it's like the universe. Like, you know, if you watch the ocean crash waves on the beach for a long time, you start feeling like you're understanding how everything works. That's what Recess is like, because every natural chaotic energy is represented at Recess. There's kids swirling around in these big roiling crazy things. There's one kid just spazzing out, just some singularity kid, just a binary system of two kids holding hands and they're running and just clotheslining every child at a certain height. They're keeping a uniform height to the playground. So I'm watching Recess, and I see Jizanthapus, and he's walking with this evil... This kid is like evil, stuck out of time. He's like... I always picture him in a gray fur coat with bones in it, and lots of rings from people that he killed, and just walking. And then I see my daughter, and she's standing there just by herself. And there's Jizanthapus, and I know he's going for her. It was like an action movie thriller thing. Dun, 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 dun. And I think to myself, I gotta go there and I gotta protect her. But then I thought, let him do a little something first. Let him do just a little something because I want this kid in my life. I want a reason. I want aerial photos of him doing some shit to my family that I can bring to the UN and get authority to waterboard this little motherfucker. I want to get him on a flight to Venezuela with an envelope on his head and duct tape and all that shit. So anyway, he goes for her, grabs her arm, starts twisting it. She goes, nah! I run over, I'm just knocking kids over. I run, grab him. And I look in his little face and I go, listen to me, Jizanthapus. If you ever in your life touch her again. And as I'm doing this, I realize this is not cool that I'm doing this. This is totally inappropriate. It's really wrong. It's way over the top. It's too grown up. I mean, it's like he's a drug dealer in my building that I finally fucking... This ends now, motherfucker. I will cut you. I don't care. And he just starts crying pitifully, and I just walked away from him. I just got away. And then all the teachers, everybody that gathers around, Jizanthapus, what's wrong with you? And he's like, and he couldn't articulate it because he's not getting educated. Fuck him. I was there going, yeah, you could have told on me, bitch, but you're too stupid now, which is your own fault. You future ditch-digging piece of shit. Oh, I'm gonna love watching you grow up into nothing, motherfucker. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna fuck your mom and not call her, too. I'm gonna ruin her summer. I'm gonna fuck your mom twice and then never call her. And I don't know your dad because he ran out on you, but I'm gonna find him, I'm gonna turn myself gay, and then I'm gonna fuck him too. I'm gonna suck his dick so good that he just has to change his whole life. And I'm gonna move into a place with him in the village for a couple of months, and totally he'll cut off ties to all his life and start wearing cutoffs that are really tight, and he'll just, and then I'll go to some Christian turn you not gay place, and I'll come back and go, what's wrong with you, faggot, and make him feel bad inside. Like, what has he done?
How did we get here?
You gotta protect your kids. You gotta, you gotta protect your kids.
I guess that's how we get here.
You gotta do it, man. A lot of people talk the talk, but, you know. A lot of people say that shit. I would throw myself under a bus for my... Oh, yeah? Would you fuck another kid's dad and confuse him sexually and yourself sexually in the process? And use homophobia that you hate against another person just because some kid shoved your kid for a second? That's my baby girl. I gotta do it, son. I gotta suck that dick. That's my baby girl. I gotta do it for her.
Well, you got me watching this nasty shit.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
I hate that child. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, man. Okay. Wait, I'm trying to pause it so I don't go on.
I was
to
in
the
upstate
next
New
one.
York,
Sorry.
a small town.
Cancel,
and,
damn it.
I was standing in.
Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks, Jeremy Rios, again, for sending me the correct video of Jizanthapus. I'm pretty sure that was Jizanthapus this time. Like I said, I thought that was just going to be some name of a sex position or something like that. But no, it was about a kid that Louis C.K. hates, but he wouldn't say his real name. But that was funny. That was funny. The funny thing about Louis C.K. is, it's like a skill that he has that a lot of comedians don't have. Other comedians would tell a joke is funny, and then they start explaining it afterwards or taking it too far, and then they like kill the mood. When Louis C.K. does that, for some reason, it stays funny or it gets funnier. It's like the humor is going up instead of down, and he's still like dragging it on. I also like, maybe he didn't do it on this skit, but on this routine, but on other routines, he would like draw the audience in to make us feel like we are all on the same side or we are all in agreement, and then he'll turn around and be like, no, I didn't agree. It's like he'll put it on us instead of acting like he was part of it. And another funny thing is when he says all those creepy jokes, he looks creepy too. I wish this was in video, but I wasn't able to see that in video. But anyway, y'all, thank you once again. Make sure you like and subscribe to Roklan Reacts. I will continue trying to stay on this run of just being consistent and putting videos up. So thanks again. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, laugh, do anything you can. Oh yeah, and leave suggestions in the comments so I'll know what videos to watch next. All right, go by whichever video gets like the most likes, or whichever comment gets the most likes, I will watch that video first. All right, and it doesn't only have to be comedy. See, I prefer comedy skits, but if y'all have something else that you want me to watch, I'll watch that too. But thanks again. Thanks for watching Roklan Reacts, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace.